Hey YouTube, it's me, your girl, Angel Such VSG Journey. Sorry, it's been a minute. So many different changes, so many things to update you guys on. So if you follow my journey, at the beginning of my journey, I was talking about school and other things. Well, the big news, I was talking about maybe a 2-year college or saving up here, maybe a 2-year here, and then maybe going out the state, maybe California or something. So, and then from there, I had actually started classes here in Nebraska, where I am. Sorry if I'm all in the background. And I got just a recap of things we talked about in my previous old videos. So I got my web development certificate, my associate's degree while I was going through this whole weight loss journey. Well, I got my web development certificate, my CNA. I just graduated this summer with my associate's degree in media production. So you guys know I'm a art fanatic. If I can find my degree, I'm looking for it so you guys can see it. It's my associate diploma. I'm looking around for it and I can't find it right now. I think that's okay. Maybe in the next video, I've been and found it and showed it to you guys. So I got that. Sorry I couldn't find it. My house is a wreck right now. I'm going through things. I have to pack up clothes again because I couldn't fit in. I went out buying like $200-300 ridiculous amount of clothes. And then I started a new job back in May. Things were going like so well. I was thinking about moving out of my little subsidized little cheap apartment into something really nice where I pay rent here. I'm not Section 8 or anything, so I pay regular rent. It's just a low income apartment, but still gotta pay rent here, still gotta pay for cable and Wi-Fi, especially during this COVID. So all my classes were online, nothing was on campus, which is pretty, it's nice, it's lovely. But the only thing I suffered it the very last semester before I graduated from Iowa Western. And when they were first talking about online, I'm like, oh my God, absolutely not. And then I thought about it, like, wait, I don't have any type of reading courses really going on. I think I had one class on one of my media classes. You had to do a little reading, but it wasn't much. Majority of my classes was all projects. But I was still worried because this class, you still work hard in all those classes. I mean, working with software, having opposed to working with software at home and getting it to work and not being able to ask your professor and for them not to sit there and really understand why you're having these technical issues. That's hard, opposed to you getting tutor for a writing assignment opposed to media. So either way, it's not easy. It's never easy. But I made it through it, and then it's like, oh my God, I can do this. So I was sitting there thinking like, oh my God, I want my bachelor's. I can't really just afford to leave out of state like this. And I don't want to move from state to state. I want to go where I really want to go, which was between California and New York. New York has always been my dream ever since a kid. And I started thinking, I'm like, maybe I should take my butt to New York. And my advisor, who was also one of my professors for majority of my classes, majority of the whole career being at Iowa Western, I had him for everything. And he was like, don't go to California. California is great, but go to New York. And he's from New York. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should go to my dream where I really want to go. But when I first was looking at New York, I don't know, things may have been more cheaper. I always knew it was gonna be expensive. California, New York, and Orlando, any place I'll be looking at and want to go anyway. But I'm not gonna lie, when I was first looking at New York, I found a lot of places. I know they were small, but I found so many places where I could go and it looked very affordable. But that was years ago. And New York, it seems like it's even more packed now than it was back when I was looking at it. And that was back in high school. Between high school and my early 20s, I'm in my mid 30s now, 34. So it's been a while. But things now that I've been looking in New York, I haven't found squads. I haven't found anything. Everything is like almost $2,000 just to get one bedroom. I was like, oh my God. And they want you to prove twice as much as what the rent is gonna be, unless you come in there with what they say, handle full cash in their hand or something. But I know there was for some places, not everything. But everywhere else, I'm looking at like, oh my God, that's not including you paying the utilities. I'm like, oh my God, you know what I'll have to make to be able to live out there in New York? It's just crazy. So, but I'm not giving up. I do want to go. But the job I was working at, I had big plans to save and then work there and take classes at UNO online. And that job did not work out. So now I'm back at home, looking out of work, looking for work, looking for something legit. But it was a big thing because I didn't have a car. I only had like a learner's permit. I finally got my license. So now I can get a car, but it's hard because with my income without a job right now, it's just, I can't afford a car. And I can't, even with my grants refund, it's like how I'm gonna be able to pay the note. Even if I put a deposit down, I'm paying a note. It's gonna be too much. So thing is, like, I can't find the jobs I really want because they're too far out and I need a car. So my sister's like, well, you know what? Consider you paying Lyft and Uber as giving somebody gas. Do it for a couple of weeks. It's not permanent. It's your first check. Save whatever. Go save your grant refunds from school. Put a deposit down. Once you didn't work a couple of weeks, go ahead. You're sure that this is the job you want to keep. See if it works out for you for a couple of weeks. And then go ahead and go get your car. I'm like, okay. Yeah, it makes sense. So that's that with life changes. Next thing was me trying to do my, of course, natural look journey. Now, so these are my natural nails. And I had acrylic put over it because my nails is so soft underneath. And they grow very long, but they don't never stay. So but I'm taking my biotin, and so this is what I take. So I've been taking this. I just started taking this particular kind. But I do know that this right here, Spring Valley and Biotin, like their products, I love all their products. They're really good. Where's the actual Biotin bottle? But I mean, it's still, if you get Spring Valley, like even taking apple cider vinegars, guys, these things are strong and they're really good. They work. I take them every single day. But the Spring Valley Biotin vitamins, you can find them in Walmart. I can't find that bottle either. I think I misplaced it. I was out of it, all those pills. I had to bow down. I'm gonna throw it out. But their vitamins and supplements are really good, and they're like $5-6. You can find them. You can order them from Amazon, or you can go to Walmart or whatever. Look for your participating grocery store, but definitely Walmart, because that's where I go. And I love to get my vitamins from Walmart. These I just got too, because those are still real good. But also just, I was being curious, looking at supplements. So those I showed you work very well. Now these, they're like the other ones, you can smell them and you can taste them. So those are like the supplement that substitute you taking the actual bottle liquid vinegar. But when you smell them, the smell of those pills are very strong. But they beat out the actual liquid because they don't taste that doggone strong. Like, you will be able to stand those. So I do love those. So I still got those. I was curious about these. These are supposed to be pure vegan, support natural cleanse and detox. And this is supposed to be raw something, but these doesn't, like, you really can't, these don't have no flavor to them. But I must say, because I have been taking them the past, like, just got them like last week. So I just want to see how good they were. So I've tried these for the past week. And to be honest, I do feel the cleanse and detox with these. They're pretty good. I also noticed now the other ones are they're not gonna necessarily keep you from being hungry, but I can tell you absolutely for sure, everybody's different. But you know what, another girl had told me about the apple cider, told me about those pills, because me and her both, a previous co-worker, we both was trying to do this diet thing, so we were eating out all the time. And she told me about those, and she was saying how, slow down her appetite and everything. And I'm like, okay, let me try them out. So I tried them, and definitely it does, when you're eating, I can say I get fuller a lot more. It doesn't necessarily suppress my appetite, but it does like slow down a little bit. And for me, it's still a little dangerous, because the main thing I like to do is snack when I'm not really hungry. So as long as you're eating real meals, it does, as far as portion control, it does control your portions really well. Now that I can tell you. Now, as far as suppressing your appetite completely, or you're not really feeling hungry, I wouldn't say that. I say it slows down, slows me down a little, because I stay full a lot longer. But it doesn't necessarily suppress my appetite, because I'm a person, when I get up in the morning, I'm ready for some breakfast. It used to not be that way until I started working, because I had to be up so early in the morning. So the first thing when I was waking up was feeling that stomach growling and needing that energy being up that early in the morning. So I'm a person that's really lunch and dinner. But for these past, since May, I've been a morning person, a breakfast person. So if I have my breakfast, I might be able to skip through lunch and maybe just have a dinner. So that's possible. But for me, I need to have something in the morning, so I'm not eating as much. So I'll keep you updated on these. They just doesn't have, this has absolutely no flavor. So you want to try something where you're not tasting absolutely no type of apple cider vinegar taste. These are really well. But I can tell you they're a good detox. So I always, anything I eat, always come out with those. So those are pretty good. So I keep you updated on how those are going. But I know the other ones works really well. So that's as far as, you know, telling you guys about supplements. The natural hair journey, I've been watching so many people. At first I took my hair and did like a Maureen shaved, so it wasn't like this little afro. Now it wasn't bald, but it was no fro. So but that was back in May. I didn't really take care of it like I should have. It was sort of always dry, and I got up trying to moisturize on it a little bit. The main reason why I cut it off is because I got tired of it. I have been wearing it natural from majority. I have not put any chemicals other than maybe like a dye I did back in February, like a honey blonde. For the most part, I just go get it braided and then that's it. And everything was closed for this corner team. So I'm like, oh my God. And I didn't know what to do. I just got tired of it. So I shaved it. I didn't shave it bald, but I did shave it. So I'm like trying to, these past like couple weeks, I say 2-3 weeks, I've been trying to go to the beauty salon, and I let them trim it up, and I bought like a little more expensive products than what I'm used to. And so I let them wash and deep condition, and then after like 3 days, because my hair gets dry really quick, and I got some like really good shampoo and conditioner and good spray, and I washed it, and so it's been fresh, and like even the corners, now I got little sideburns and stuff is filling back in that little short period of time. Had I taken care of my hair as good as I'm doing now, like months ago, it probably would have been down my back, but I didn't, and I screwed up. But I'm back on track, trying to take care of myself a lot better. I am taking supplements for, you know, like my skin, and trying to take care of my nails. I think the main part of me not eating healthy and not, oh, let me give you an update. So I'm 220 pounds. I did go way back up. If you think back to watching my videos, I was doing the Phantomine. And then I got from almost, what was I was sitting at 225, damn near 230, close to what I weighed before I had surgery. I was only 247. And then the Phantomine got me down, I think it was 190 pounds, 180, matter of fact. So feeling good, feeling great. And then when I wasn't on the pills that was suppressing my appetite, my blood pressure also was going up. At first it wasn't, I was okay, but then it did. And then I was starting to see side effects of those pills. They are so doggone dangerous. Please don't touch Phantomine. It's gonna make you sick. It's ridiculous. I don't have high blood pressure, and ever since I stopped, there's nothing wrong with my health. I'm completely healthy. So it's some doggone pills. I'm not allergic to anything or anything. It's just those are some doggone dangerous pills. And I heard about those Phantomine pills being dangerous before I took them, but you know, we all say, yeah, we're healthy, and there were people on there that said, yeah, we were healthy too, but we got sick, and I wasn't listening. So I'm like, But you know, there were so many people that was talking about having VSG or darn why, and how sick they were, and they were completely healthy, and they were on respirators. And you know what? I didn't have the VSG. Nothing happened to me. But that's different. An operation, I guess, opposed to some supplement, some drug you're taking, it's a complete difference, and that's true too. So so back to that. So I put the weight back on. That was October 2019. I had took the pills, and I did 2 bottles of Phantomine. You're supposed to do up to 3, and then quickly, it wasn't even slowly, quickly the weight started to go back on. And at some point when I was off my bottle, I was still working out, and I was still eating healthy, even though I didn't have the pills. But the combination of, even when I ate things bad, I was working out. So that made a difference. So pills really, it's like a one-hit wonder, y'all. It's gonna get your weight down, and then that's it. It's a piece of crap, and then you're gonna be you sitting somewhere ashamed of how you look because you didn't put on so much doggone weight, and you buy all these clothes, you're feeling good, and it's not a nice feeling. So I thought about, hey, revision. Then I've been talking to my nutritionist. We've been talking over the phone. I go actually to see her face to face next month. We get all my body types, everything. But honestly, I think I know what I have to do. My eating patterns has not really changed. I'm still been eating out. I was doing way better on the pills because I wasn't taking, you know, pops and stuff, but I was paying out of pocket, so it was really expensive, so I didn't want to waste my money. So that was a part of it too. But I've been back to pops, I've been back to juice and a lot of stuff, especially when I started working. It's just I went back to eating fast foods and stuff. And if I think back to when I had surgery, there was no pills. There was only vitamins and a diet and exercise, and I got down to 100. And without the weight loss challenge I sort of did to get my weight down a little more, I got down to my 170 pounds, which was my doctor's goal. I was feeling good, and I wasn't doing anything special but my dieting, and I was cooking at home. Every blue moon I was eating out still because I had a hard time staying away from food, the fast food. But I was still working out, and I ate at home most of the time. And so I've been thinking to myself, hey, even with a revision, you are still stuck at square one because you still have to eat this diet and you still have to push yourself mentally. That's the problem, not physically. It's the mental part of it. It is not going out buying food and ordering food. It's you buying groceries and eating at home. That's the issue. You being active is why you can't lose weight. And I've been looking at everything I've been eating. Everything I've been eating has been McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell. Maybe every blue moon I move, I have a steak and stuff. But that's stuff I need to cook at home. I can make steak at home. I can make cheeseburgers at home. Why am I eating out, complaining at the same time with my dietitian that I can't lose weight, but I'm eating fast food and putting candy bars in my mouth? Common sense. But it's the mental. It is teaching yourself that you have to make better choices, not just physically but mentally. It's the mental game, and revision is not going to change that. It's going to physically keep you from eating a lot. Now that is true, but you really don't have to go through a whole procedure for that. You can take supplements. You can do other things. There's no point of sitting here damaging your body, going through surgery all over for something you still not going to do when you have surgery. So I've just still been thinking to myself, like, man, no matter what, I still have this sleeve. I still, no matter what, I do eat a lot more than what I was eating when I first had surgery, but I don't quite eat as much as I did before I had surgery. So no, my surgery still is, I mean, it's still worth it no matter what. I love I had it. I just regret, one, I didn't go for the RNY. I should have got it. I think I would have lost more weight. I think it would have been more severe. I think I would have took my whole journey a little more serious, and I've been a little more precautious about, you know, foods and not trying to get sick off that RNY. So I think I should have been stricter on myself. I think I would have stayed with my doctors with that weight a whole lot longer. So it's depressing looking in my closet and seeing those size 8s and 9s and see I can't fit it anymore. I'm back to 14s. So yeah, that's disappointing. And then the fact that my body at some point before I got to this 14, which I was back into like 16, 17s. So that's something to think about too. So what I'm doing an update, I am going to have rhinoplasty. I hate my nose, so I've been paying on that surgery since May. I still owe $3,969 left on my bill, so I'm trying to get a smaller nose. I'm going to the Seduction Cosmetic Center. I looked the surgeon up. He has experience, so I'm going through him. And I just got this book. I have not went grocery shopping. So let me see. I don't know, it may see if you guys see this. 21 days of keto. It's a weight loss challenge. So let me see. Can I flip the book? I don't think it's gonna matter. Well, anyway, so I'm gonna do this weight loss challenge for 21 days. I have not started. If you guys want to get this book, I got it from Amazon. This it was like, I only paid like 12, 13 bucks for it. So it's the 21-day keto diet challenge by, and this is the name, Rachel Gregory. So with Amanda Hughes. So yeah, let me guys know if you guys want me to actually send you the information, but it's on, type it out for you, let me know. But this, you can find it on Amazon. And I will start September 6th. I will start by doing like a 2-day cleanse. You guys don't have to if you don't want to. So I'm gonna start there, and then this has like a 4-week exercise plan. It's small. You do it like HIIT exercises for 15 minutes. And then it has like recipes, and then it has the grocery list for what it wants you to buy. So I'm gonna start reading it because it educates you just a little in the beginning before you start. So by September 6th, I'll be ready to do my couple days of cleanse. So I want to lose weight. I am having a penectomy done in October. So it's not till October 23rd. So if you like a person that don't like seeing skin or anything, you might want to turn this off. Just give you a heads up, because I'm going to show you my stomach so we can get in the penectomy. My insurance is, covers penectomy. But she says she can't do lipo. And then she looked at it, and because I was telling her I didn't really want to lose my belly button. But I am having, I got the rash and boil I keep getting from the if you lift the belly fat where the cooch area is. I keep getting a boil there, and it's always sweating and breaking out there. And that's because she looked at it and said because of the stomach hanging over. So I am sick of that bottom half hanging over, but it's also so humiliating for people constantly asking, "Are you pregnant?" Yeah, it's because of that fat part. I'm sick of it. So what she said, she looked at my stomach again. She is going to lipo my flanks, but she want me to drop if I can even lose 10, 15 more pounds. So the weight goal, y'all, it's not till October 23rd. So I'm looking at damn near almost 2 months. I mean, you can lose, if you really try. I've done it myself. You can lose 20, 30 pounds in 1 month if you really try. So just imagine like losing like 30 something pounds, almost 40 in 2 months, which people have lost like 50 pounds in 3 months. But even 20 pounds within like even a couple months, that's still pretty good. Just maybe add some exercises and all that stuff. So that's why really I'm doing this 21, so I can get the body back to being healthy again. So here's how the stomach look. So she's gonna lipo the flank areas. And so you see, let me see if I can get into some better light so you guys can see this a little better. Okay, so you see, don't want to gross you out too much. Let me pull this down like right there. Okay. You see that little flab hanging over. So let's pinch it. So she said get rid of all this right here and then do the flanks area. And I think if I lose about 30-40 pounds in the next couple months, that'll be great. Plus I feel good, look good. That with my panectomy will be great. So I'm having it the 23rd with Dr. Wong in Omaha, Nebraska. Through this Nebraska medicine, of course. So yeah, so what I would like to do is like keep you guys posted on my journey, everything, and start doing more videos and stuff and let you guys know how I'm doing. Plus with classes, I'm sort of getting a rough start with that, but I'm trying to get things back on track. So I'm about to call this my new profound beautifying my life and physical and mental health, so I can be happier, so I could just keep documenting it, and then you guys can see my journey of me making this transition from here after graduation, get my bachelor's, of course, and moving to New York and keeping you guys updated. Again, I'm so sorry guys, I've been a lousy YouTuber. I should be consistent and I haven't. So I was listening to this one YouTuber when she was talking about how YouTubers never document the struggles, though. I think that's so true for some. There's a few that talked about it, but honestly, I think it's time for another YouTuber to start documenting their journey, just showing talking about the real mental and hard struggles with weight loss and life changes, how your life just affects your overall physical health. You're not eating at all, you're anemic, or you're overweight and you're just constantly deal with just not feeling good about yourself. I think that needs to be put on YouTube a lot more so folks can know that they're not alone, because it does feel like that, like looking at everybody like, well, you know what, you're losing all this weight, you're talking about sometimes with the struggles, but you're not really necessarily getting full details, or you just see all the good stuff. You see what they be eating in a day, and see, what about folks that can't, like me, they're not real cooks. What is the struggle with somebody that is not a real cook? Like, how do you feel? Don't you feel like you're not really getting your foods, like your body's not being fulfilled now that you're cutting all these fast foods out? You know, people, stuff like that. I see a lot of YouTubers and they're doing a really good job with this keto. One, they're not like me on this ridiculous budget, and two, they know how to cook really well. And if you're like me, you make only probably 4 or 5 other things, it's not that simple. Dieting is going to be even extra harder for you than it is for everybody that can meal prep and make really good food. You have to take a cookbook and practice, and that's not going to be easy with somebody eating, you know, somewhat good food, even if it's bought out of a grocery store. So yeah, you guys, stay tuned in. And so, like I said, my weight is sitting at this 220, which really sucks. So I want to go ahead and start doing more YouTube videos and stuff and keeping you guys updated about how I'm feeling. I have been wearing my hair out certain places without wigs, but it does feel strange to love yourself without all that fake wigs and all that stuff, because it's just cover up for the stuff you substitute what you don't have underneath, but that's not healthy. So let's work on that. And guys, I'll see you in my last video. Love you guys. Bye.